Hello.
Good evening, welcome, thank you for joining us. My name's Barry.
And I'm Jay.
And together we are Mitosu Crafts.
Welcome to our channel. It is the 16th of April 2025 and I'll be creating a card featuring the textured notes bundle by Stampin Up, which is an online exclusive.
Sorry, I've just seen Charlotte's because the movie's about to start.
So thank you so much for staying on. Apologies, we're slightly late. Yes, I forgot to plug the iPad on. Hello everyone.
We're not going to say hi to. We're just going to go hi everyone because we've been 20 minutes late and there's a lot of names there to go through, so it'll probably take another 20 minutes to read everyone, and he'll get confused and go all high pitched and everything like that. So
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. We'll crack on, I reckon, and get on with the demonstration. Do you remember you can purchase your Stampin' Up goodies from us via our online shop, so links can be found on the screen right now. So that's over to mitosucrafts.com/shop. So if you live in the UK, France, Germany, Netherlands, Austria or Belgium, you can shop with us via that link there. So if you're interested, reach out there or send us an email, and if you're unsure, and we can show you. And you do earn now stamping rewards on orders over £20
or €25, I believe.
Yes. So rather than so if you've got a smaller order, you can and then you can save that up for money off your next order if you want to. So all is good, which is a bonus. But we'll crack on. Thank you all so much for waiting, and we will. Yeah, I'll hand you over to Jay. We'll go camera down.
Yeah.
And there we have it.
Right, textured notes. It is, as I said, online exclusive, so you won't see it on any catalog or brochure. So just check that out on our website if you are watching in the future, if it's still available. And whilst you're there, might as well check out the last chance page, where some items are heavily discounted before they get discontinued. So you do have textures and leafings. So 2 textures and 2 leafings, and 3 sentiments on there. I will do that. So I'm concentrating more on the leafings. I have already created the card with this bundle. So if you have got this and want more inspiration, do check that out. And the dies are layering rectangles, but it has got the details on the side, and I'll be using the second largest, and they do repeat the design. Yeah, 1, 2, that one, and then the largest, this one. Anyway, you can see there's 2 that's not repeated because it's in the middle ish. And maybe I'll do the sentiment there. We will see, because I don't want to fussy cut. There is fussy cutting, but I won't fussy cut on camera. And I'm recreating my artisan card, changing up the colors to basic beige instead of crumb cake. So our usual measurements, 21 centimeters by 14, which is 8 1/4 by 5 1/2, and the die does give it a nice border. It's slightly off, but not that much off if you're using your usual A4 or letter size cardstock, because letter size would be thicker on the side. A4 or A6 would be taller, so thinner on the side. So it worked out with our measurements, and I thought I would do my stamping in basic beige and have a layer of granny apple green. I haven't decided what the pot's gonna be. We will see. Maybe a brown. I did think so triadic colors, it's because I'll be using blues. The blues that I'll be using is Blueberry Bushel and Azure Afternoon. I've already got my green, and triadic color is normally like with a pink as well, but maybe I just want to keep it quite masculine color, so I'll probably use pecan pie as well. Right, so stamping wise on basic page, I'm gonna stamp the large leafings in blueberry bushel. And it does give, even the leaves does give it a nice texture. If you want to keep the texture, that is, or you can use some paintbrush. Water painters is a paintbrush with water inside, like so, or green water in my case. Because I sucked up all of the green. That is retiring or getting discontinued, so do check that out before they go. Where's my other water painters? It's in a pot somewhere. Oh. Or you can use another blend. So I have gone ahead and stamped this twice and die cut my pre-cut, fussy cut. So one I kept most of it, leaving the bottom bit, and one I've kept half of it because that's already quite a bit of fussy cutting. So instead of keeping it as is, I will just add a bit of blueberry bushel on there just to fill in. But as I said, if you like the look of that, then keep it as is. So I'm just gonna fill in. This is too dark. Maybe the light. So blueberry bushel light. Bluette de Bois Clair. Clair? How was that, Vic? Was that alright? I hope you're not laughing. So just filling it in, even the one without the colors inside. So of course you can do it any colors. It's your card. So I went with blue. I normally go with green. You're right.
Yeah, Dal has just said the issue of watching in ninja mode at work is Jay's talks so softly, and then an ad comes on and blasts it for all.
Oh no!
And then stops. I wonder what I'm really doing.
Oops. I'll just push my microphone closer. There we go. Not that it'll make a difference. So just do that twice. And the other technique that I'll be sharing today is actually using your layering die as a stencil to ink blend on the background. So that's pretty much kind of like the main technique, but as always I like to include loads of different techniques. We've already got stamping, fussy cutting, coloring, block coloring, and we'll add die cutting and ink blending on top. Why not? There you go. Nearly there. I did tell Barry, I was kind of like, you're gonna have to fussy cut, and he was fine with it, which was great. And then we realized the iPad was out of battery, so I did the fussy cutting. He got saved by the iPad. Oh, I missed one. Let's just do that. Right, that's done. Oh, I forgot another blue, Night of Navy. So I'm gonna die cut my piece with this thing. So I'll just cut that in. I'll also stamp my sentiment actually before I die cut, because I'll cut that up. So what's that? 8.5. Maybe I'll just go slightly bigger just in case. It should be fine. So that's done. And basic white for that. You are seriously the best. What should I use? We'll go early espresso. I'm just adding loads of colors now. Well, originally I did use early espresso. So, who else have we got? Yes, so Vivian said, thanks for liking my project proposed by Vic. Yes, Vic gave us one of his originals as well. It's huge. And and do check out Vic's channel for that tutorial for that. It's a double tower. What's it called, Vic? Do share a link if you're there still. So that is that. And I'm just gonna stick that down. Well, hopefully it'll stick. Is that all my die cutting? That one, and I will die cut another. I kind of like that. So the idea, I just wanted a window inside it, but it looked like a vase in the end, which was weird. So that one and that one. So I'm gonna cut that in. I will do another die cut afterwards, just in case. You can die cut it all together if you want, but I do find that sometimes any long die, after a while it tends to curve. So you can use sticky note and then stick it all together, but if you're unsure, it's just easier to just do the two. Yeah. And I'll stick it down after. Right. And I always try to just angle my, if there's any straight lines, I try to angle it so it doesn't go on the roller all at the same time. There we go. It's still okay. That plate is still fine. I can still use it. So that's one down. My sentiment. And in the, so it's called botanical textures, sweet. So it does come with a paper and embossing folder as well. I'll do the embossing folder in a sec. I'll just show it to you. Which is, yeah, the mini corrugated 3D embossing folder. So again, one of my favorite currently. Alright, just tidy up. Where do we? Yes, exactly, Charlotte. So long as the crack isn't on any of the die, because sometimes I do find that, of course, it's because it's not on a die, it won't cut the card. So now that it is die cut, you see that the design is on the edge. Just replace that on. It should go anyway. And we're gonna ink blend. Maybe it was right the first time. I should take note. So now, so I wanted to not emboss, ink blend on here, just so you can see a bit more of the design. That has got a bit of a sure afternoon in it, I'm sure. But I'll just in case, I'll just ink up a bit. So top, bottom, right, even. And then top, left. You can do everywhere, I guess. But just keep that in place. If you know where you are, you could always use, ooh, not that one, a sticky note. And whilst that's on, I'm gonna splatter on there at the same time. So you can splatter with your blends. I try not to. So I tend to do the water painter. Put it on a block. It's not as concentrated. You can use a re-inker if you really want it true color instead. Ooh, I don't think we fed them. Oh, that's not going. I don't know why that's not going. Bear with.
You alright?
Yeah. The water painters. I had it. Oh, I think I put it in a. I had card in a cuppa today in Basingstoke. And I did bring it out with me. So I think all of my water painters is in there. Yeah. So if you are in Hampshire, England, UK, I'm there every third Wednesday of the month. Oh, that one's better. That's clear. So just add a bit of water, and then press it against the lid. And you can get bigger blobs, splats, if you load it up and then tap it. Probably on a bone folder would be better, but I just want bits. Or if you don't want to get inky elements of text, has got a splatter on it. Right, that's done. Just clean that up. I'm gonna wait for that to dry a little bit. Do you wash your blending brush at all, and do you have one brush for each color or color family? So we used to always wash our brush, and then got lazy because then we kind of like keep the same color on there, and even now sometimes I do use a microfiber cloth just to take off any leftover ink. It's still slightly contaminated with the previous color, because you won't get all of it out, but it still works. So sometimes I don't have to ink up my blends if I just want really light tint of blending. So now you have that one, so it kind of like just highlights the edge well, I think a little bit more. So that's dry, so I will need to add this on somewhere there. And then I'll just get another card to emboss. Ooh, blue, green, pecan pie. Is that... Okay. I'll do that. Pecan pie for the outline. So I only really need, I just want an aperture on there, which is fine. And I want a frame afterwards. So I forgot I don't need the frame for this one, but that's okay. I'll cut this up, which is, I think it's a full layer actually. It's been so long, I've forgotten how I've done it. Right. So I'm gonna cut this slightly smaller than the layer because I don't want to show. So probably, or slightly smaller than the die cut. So the die cut is like 8.2 by 12 centimeters, or that is 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. So maybe 3.
Did you see the question from Tandy?
Yes. Right, so that one's gonna get embossed. And it will act as a dimensional for my layer. Right, bring in my thing again. Ooh, where are you? I had to use loads of sticky notes for last night's class. Right, angle it. So that's off cut, that's off cut. Take that off. I'm gonna gut my middle piece. Because you won't see it anyway. For the frame. Oh, stop moving. It doesn't matter, but I just want it in the middle. Again, it won't be seen. So Marty said she just wiped her blending brushes off, and she does one for each color in the rainbow. Yes, that's great. So the blending brush does come in packs of 3. You have the big brush and the small brush. Ooh. So yes, so color family, rainbow, how many colors? 7. And then you have neutrals, so your browns, and for a gray, if you use gray, I guess. What am I doing now? I kept talking. Emboss. Spine first. 3D embossing folder, so you'll need your plate 4. That's still intact. Look, it's like new. Right. So, I want the frame. I don't need that. That's gonna get added on, that's gonna get added on. Ooh, before I do that, I forgot I need to do more stamping. Oops. So my final stamping. So when I'm doing my artisan projects, I tend to like, as you can see, it's like all over the place. I do bits at a time and then think, oh, maybe I'll change it. I can do this instead. So that's why, yeah, it does take me a long time to design it. And then I overthink it. So again, this time, Night of Navy. Just gonna check my pressure. Yeah. I did do 2nd generation on one side. So stamp off. Anyone counting the different techniques that I've used? There you go. What are we up to? So that's done. So I'm just gonna add this on. And because of course the mini corrugated has embossed, it's shrunk it on the top. But as long as it's covered and it's kind of like seen on the side, it should be fine. I'm just gonna use the green on here. It's quite a bright green. Well, I was gonna use lemon lime twist, but I thought that was too bright.
Just if you don't clean them after use, won't the colours get on other stuff?
Yes, if there's a lot of ink left in the blending brush, I would say. So that's why I tend to but I kind of like know what colors I've used. But if I know that it's gonna be, if I have, so we have dark purple and then a lighter purple. If I know that I'm gonna use it on a lighter purple, I make sure that I just take it off, because it does take a while to dry if you wash it off. That's what I found anyway. And if it's not completely dry, when you start ink blending, you'll get smears. So that's why I tend to not do it anymore. So that mini corrugated card gives it a bit of lift, and that is now ready to be added on. I do love that sound. I'm sure I've already said it before. It reminds me of those three-dimensional photos, postcards that you just go like that. Right, card base. I will just do this again. So that's on. Slightly lighter than the original. Press and hold, press and hold. Now, I would, if you really want to, you could use your craft knife in between, but I didn't. So you can see a bit more of the background. But that's just gonna get added on there. You can shape or curl your leavings. That's gonna go that way. And so who's got this bundle already? And have you made anything with it? Have you used it? Who's got it and used it? I'm just trying to not put it way over the line. Ooh, maybe I should have done that lower. It doesn't matter. There we go. Go in. It doesn't matter. Just keep moving it. I forgot to curl those. Will any other? Yeah, yeah. Two blending brush for each family should be enough. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 4 large ones, like 4 packs. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 2 of the small one, but we do have an open pack. Now, I was just gonna add that there. I might have to do it that way because the original is this one with the thank you, so it is nice. The ribbon for the suite is this called, what are you called? Ribbon. It's just called ribbon. White ribbon. And I believe, oh, okay, I did cut that out. So, hi Tommy, you're right. So another one is, I'm gonna add color to that with Stampin Blends. Ooh, what color shall I use? So we have blue, 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 green. Shall I do a green? Let's have a look. I was gonna, oh, I just want it off white. What you think? I do like a peach or Summer Splash. I could always try it. No. Maybe Lost. No, that's not as bright. Lost Lagoon. That makes it too dark. Any suggestions? Shaded spruce is a darkish green. You know what? Originally, I think that's a grey. I'll just do a grey. There is no beige. Ooh, there is natural tones. 700. Okay, let's go with natural tones. Oh, let's try it out. Kind of like a lighter peach. Right, how far? I think it's running out. Oh well. A bit more, just in case. And you could always do double-sided, like back and front. This is slightly running out, so it looks a bit blotchy. And so Keisha shared recently that she's made a double bow, faux bow. So well done, Keisha. This one I did tie it off, and last night I did show Sandra as well of how to do just a single faux bow, 350. Is that large enough? One more. So I guess if your blends is running out, you could always... This isn't the bestest ribbon to really color because it is textured. So probably when your blends is running out, you could always just finish it off coloring your ribbons. So that's that, and of course I had to cut it down to make it thinner, because when we're given a suite, we're meant to use all of the products across all the projects. So this one didn't feature any DSP, which is fine, but most of my projects really don't. Well, I tend to not use DSP. I've got a fun fold ready which uses a lot of DSP, which I might submit for my next artisan project. Not for this month, it'll be for the next month. So we always work a month in advance. So yeah, so I didn't do a faux bow, but I might just do a faux bow for this one to not have. And the way that it's kind of like, if it's just one, have the length that you want and get your center bit. And then just do that. Pinch it together. I'll just make my loop slightly bigger. And if you have a tweezer, it's a lot easier. So you can just stick it down with a mini glue dot. Well, I'm gonna try. Probably a couple. This thing is quite thick. Maybe top and bottom. Ooh. There you go. And when you do add a bit of blends to it, color onto your ribbon, it does change the softness of it a little bit. So that goes there. I did add a second thing on my original, so I will do that. Cut that out. And tuck some underneath, just so it looks like it's intertwined. Like that. Right, to finish off, I'll just add my sentiment onto there. I won't add, it's quite long, isn't it? So I might cut off the edge. So again, another mini glue dot would suffice. Glue dot. To not have that extra height. But I'm thinking I probably need that height because I'll be adding embellishments anyway. But if you don't want the extra height, use mini glue dot. Sorry, I keep changing my mind, but I was like, oh no, embellishments. How can I forget? Oh, sorry, Tanji. I've just seen your fresh freesia. Yes, fresh freesia would be lovely as well. A lovely color. So, because I don't want too much height, I will just add some of the ribbon. Right, shall I tuck you in because you're annoying me? There we go. I quite like it when it frays a little bit. That's my excuse. Anyway. So sometimes when I do stick down, I don't like it to be quite, like to have the same end point. So either I'll go over, and that doesn't look good because it's got the lines as well. So I do look at it that way as well. So it's got loads of different points, starting points or end points. Right, just finish up. Stop talking. You can add double dimensional there, I guess, but in the suite as well, you have got somewhere. Ooh, where did you go? Got so much. This is all staying on. That's awful. There we go. Which is the botanical textures. So it has got the pecan pie, beige, black, and I want to say white. Yes. So I could always color as well. So you could always color your white with Stampin Blends, but I'm just gonna keep it. Let's see the beige. Beige on beige. It disappears, of course. It's tone on tone. We'll do the pecan pie. So near the sentiment I tend to do. And one more. I think the black would look nice as well. There, that's it. And I've already shown you the original. There we go. I do like the crumb cake. I did say to Barry, maybe I'll make it lighter, but not white, because I do like a white one. There you go. What do you think? Let me know. And if you were counting the techniques, add the Stampin' Blends on the ribbon, cutting the ribbon, the bow. There we are. Which one do you prefer actually, or what color combination would you have chosen?
Ooh, pretty. Well done, Jay.
Thank you, Lisa. Thanks, Linda. So, Linda says, love this. Mary Lou said, beautiful card. Kisha, this is pretty.
Excellent. Yes, everyone was loving what you've done tonight, so well done. I do like the colour combination as well. I was a bit concerned you were going to go a bit light, but it was worked out quite nicely.
Yeah.
So well done.
Thank you.
Do you want to push the camera a little bit?
Yeah, okay, I will. That one.
Just the one button above.
This one.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, Suki. I've got Tommy behind me.
Yes, so thank you so much for joining us tonight. So apologies again for us being late at the beginning. Yeah, slight technical issues, but we lasted. We were all good. So
yes, it kept it charged.
It did. Lovely. So we will be back with you again now on, I don't know.
Is it good? It's Good Friday on Friday.
It is Good Friday, so I'm not sure if you're going to be here because I'm out.
Oh, yes.
So we may be here on Friday. We may not be here on Friday. So watch this space, and Jay will set the stream up and hopefully have a charged iPad. So if not, we won't actually be back here on Sunday either because we're not here on Sunday.
Oh, no, we're not. Yes.
So if we don't see you
Sunday.
on Friday, we will see you on Wednesday of next week. So just watch this space anyway. Just keep an eye out. Obviously, if you're watching this in the future, then just have a little look down below at what videos we have done. But we'll see. We'll say goodnight, shall we?
Yes, sorry, I'm just...
He's getting distracted by his own stuff again. We're end. We will see you again very, very soon. Take care for now.
Cool.
See you later.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.